Welcome to Feeling Grounded with your hosts, Josh and Joe.
So we're here to talk about Michelle Branch's The Spirit Room from 2001. The anniversary is going to come up in a couple months. It came out in August of 2001. And I want to get the overall impression. Me personally, I love this album. Best album I think I've ever heard.
Literally. There's nothing that compares to this album by the Michelle Branch.
You know, after I finished the album, I listened to it, and I hadn't listened to it in so long. I had so many goosebumps all around my body that the people around me thought that I had keratosis pilaris.
You know, I had the same thing, and it made me bigger and stronger somehow. I listened to the whole album, and I had a six-pack. Now, it left me after, but while I was listening, and then a little bit after, my body was like, you've just peaked. There's nothing greater than this album.
So the real message is that we should be constantly listening to this album in order to be at peak performance.
Exactly.
Speaking of big, especially with six packs, right? This album is large. It's big in what it's trying to say, but at the same time, it's small in its approach. It's loud in its message, but at the same time, it's quiet. It's busy in the amount of songs that it has, but at the same time, it's relaxed.
It's also a lot of the songs are just incredibly somehow deep, but then also shallow. It kind of strikes you in both places.
The whole mood of this album, it made me feel like the whole mood of this album, it made me feel like I was getting yelled at.
What's that? Getting yelled at? You can do it. I believe.
The whole mood of this album.
You got it.
The whole mood of this album, it made me feel like I was getting yelled at for not calling a girl back.
I feel that.
You know, when she was talking about a relationship, about a man being her shooting star.
You're my shooting star.
I had so many goosebumps all over my body.
I had that same experience. Everything within me was like, any impurity wanted to get out after listening to this album.
I literally felt like I was cured of all of my ailments.
Yeah, my body literally purged.
My sins were all forgiven. We've given our initial impressions, but I need to also say that me personally, I loved this album. You know, it's very much a soundtrack to, you know, those 2000s shows such as, you know, Laguna Beach or One Tree Hill or Dawson's Creek, you know, typical shows that you would think that are, you know, it's better than Breaking Bad, better than Game of Thrones. You know, I used to like those shows. Now they suck.
Yeah. It's changed my life.
Now let's get
I found
down
love from this. This is like finding love.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to find love out there, just listen to this album and you'll feel it.
you'll feel it immediately. You don't even need a partner.
It's like complete bliss and union with the universe itself.
Now, your overall feelings about this album, how did you feel after leaving this album? Did you feel like a sense of bliss, melancholy? What was it?
Yeah, it kind of was like that feeling like after you have an amazing bowel movement,
Oh, okay.
and then you like,
And usually bowel movements, they're supposed to be fun, right?
right, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, freeing,
And
empty.
you know, albums, they're supposed to be fun. And this album, it's very fun. Well, no, it's not.
Right.
Let's get down to brass tacks. So
All
me
right.
personally, I love this album. Best album I've ever heard, possibly rivaling the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper.
Wow. No, you know, not even close. It's way better.
Yeah, it's way better. So this album won't be forgotten for the next 50 to 300 million years.
Yeah, I mean, when I listened to it, like I immediately remembered everything. I knew all the lyrics. I knew all the guitar chords, the progressions, the singing, the melodies, everything. It was just in my head.
You know, this album, we got to think about the meaning of this album. It's about a relationship. The first song, Everywhere? Yeah, Everywhere. It's about a relationship, about a crush, and then eventually you get into the hit song All You Wanted, which apparently he's not all that she wanted. She just
Apparently.
wanted a guy who cared about her. And apparently, whether it be he liked her and she liked him, but they didn't fulfill each other's wants or needs, then she says goodbye to him in the song, Goodbye to You. You know, it's about a relationship, her shooting star.
You're my shooting star.
She finds a new man, and then the last song, Drop in the Ocean, she finds another crush, and then the cycle begins again. This song, actually, no, really, this album, it's really a rock opera.
Mm. Love it. So true. It's powerful, powerful, powerful stuff.
Because what happens to us when we're 16-year-old teeny boppers? You know, in this age of terrorism and, you know, political polarization on both sides, they're craving for an album about a girl complaining about a guy.
I completely agree. This is what the world needs, Joseph. We need a imagination. We need a recapitulation. And for us to go back to the olden days of 2001. Michelle Branch.
You know, if her and Vanessa Carlton and Avril Lavigne had a 3-person tour, I would go.
The world couldn't handle it.
No, they could not handle it. It would literally explode. And they would make an album, a triple album even, if they were together, that would destroy all metrics of the music industry.
Yeah, I would agree. So that's why you, viewers, listeners, right now, go listen to The Spirit Room by Michelle Branch. And then you can tell us how you felt after listening to the entirety of the album.
And I think your opinions will probably be the same as ours. And if they're not, we're probably going to dismiss them and maybe even bully you.
Yeah, because that's how we do it here at Feeling Grounded.
Yeah. Our whole slogan is you shouldn't have questions. You should just accept what we say.
Because it's truth. Do it.
You're my shooting star.
Oh, here we go. The classic relationship trope where you're going to chase for the girl while it's raining.
In the rain. You're all wet. So if you want to watch that, listeners, go to patreon.com/feelinggroundedpodcast.
Yep. For only $3 a month, you guys will be able to access exclusive content and our reactions to certain things. And some of the Patreon stuff that we do is honestly our favorite part. So get on that platform and we will hopefully see you there.
Check it out.
So what we want you all to do is subscribe to Feeling Grounded Podcast, like the video, become a patron, and also subscribe to us on Feeling Grounded Podcast on Instagram to see exclusive content for free. Ask us any question on any one of those mediums, such as,
why is there a Beatles poster behind Joe?
yeah, why is there a Beatles poster behind me? Maybe somebody, actually, no, I'll let you guys do that. I don't want to spoil the fun. But you got questions?
You're feeling grounded.